Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're building the Tarn Diecast from Yolopark, the Pro AMK. So I wanted to try out this model because I was kind of interested in Yolopark. I've never owned one before. And before I go any further, I just wanted to show you this little piece here. That's where the light goes, and you have to put those little batteries in there. So it uses two 1.5 volt LR621 battery, which you can't really find anywhere except on Amazon, and they're pretty cheap, about maybe $3 for, what is it, 6, because you need 6 total, and it's one for each piece there, and that's how that works. So if you saw my unboxing of this video, it was there's a lot of pieces, but it's pretty much already assembled. All you have to do is attach the head and arms and legs to the body. And I was actually kind of contemplating whether or not I should even make this video, because the other Tarn video that I made from Blokees didn't get too many views, so but I figured I already filmed this and already edited it, so might as well just get it out there, whether or not it gets seen or not, because some of you might be like me and kind of interested in Yolopark stuff, but don't know what they're like. So to tell you what it's like, it's kind of pretty sturdy. I mean, it's kind of somewhat metallic or aluminum and die-cast in a few parts here and there. It's not the whole thing is die-cast, only certain parts, and you can see it in the on the box and the manual, where it shows you where it's die-cast. But yeah, it's pretty sturdy. And they're actually pretty simple to assemble. Well, except maybe for this arm piece, it was kind of difficult because it kept moving around. Yeah, it took me a while to figure it out and actually assemble this thing. So I edit most of that out just to save time here. But yeah, it took a while to figure out how this works. But once it's in, it's pretty tight. So I guess that's a good thing about it. It's not gonna fall off anytime soon. And the fingers, they actually can move, so they're flexible, kind of like the blocky stuff. And it's kind of somewhat metallic or aluminum, so it's pretty sturdy. I didn't move the fingers around very much because there's nothing really to grab onto. I just put it in a fist and that was it. So the one thing that I didn't really like about this piece, it's the way they did the coloring. I mean, I like the purple, but I don't like that pink color. And they made it look kind of rough looking, like it's been a bit war torn, I guess. And I mean, I kind of like it, but there are certain parts that it doesn't look all that great. I believe there was certain parts where I actually thought it was a mistake or something. Maybe they tarnished it or whatnot, but it wasn't. It was just paint. And I really like that little design on that upper part there with the gold looking design there. That looks like a mechanical thing there. There's not a whole lot of movements in the feet though. And you have to take that other part forward, bring that other part forward in order to bend, see it like that, in order to bend the angles up. And also it's easier to assemble if you do that. Not a whole lot of movements. It's kind of stiff too. And when I try to pose it, it doesn't really pose very well. Can't really move it around too much. So I just pretty much have him standing still, not moving a whole lot or doing too many poses. And this Yolopark stuff is actually quite heavy. It's got some heft to it, so I don't think you can actually break it. Of course, I didn't want to try it. It has pretty good movements on the joints there, as you can see. I can't go 360 because that upper part kind of blocks it. And you can move it a little bit here and there, front and back, but not too much, because like I said, that little part on the top there kind of prevents it. Yeah, this was kind of tough putting it in, but not like you have to put the whole thing together like you do with a model kit, so it's pretty simple. That's why this video is only 22 minutes long, but of course I edit most of the stuff out. Anything that took me a while to make or to put together. I mean, I kind of like the worn look, but a lot of times I kind of like it clean. And the face has, one has a scar on it and the other one's clean, and I chose to go to the mask with a scar on it because that's how I think it should look, and it looks better that way anyway. And these little tracks here, they actually come apart, so you got to be careful. I think it's somewhat magnetized or something. When it comes apart, you could actually put it back in and it'll snap back in pretty easily. You'll see later here as I'm moving it around, or maybe not. I think I edited that out. Now these parts were a little bit difficult to figure out. At first I didn't know which way to go. Oh, as I'm removing this is the only way to remove it in order to put the battery in there. And as you can see, it's a little bit disorganized the way they built it. And once again, it uses two 1.5 volt LR621 battery. Yeah, they could have figured out a better way to remove this thing and put the light in there. It's not an elegant design. It just seemed a bit haphazard for them to just put that in there like that and just have to pull it apart in order to put the battery in there. Oh, and in order to turn the light on with the battery in there, there's a little magnet that comes with the model kit. So you use that little Decepticon logo. There's a magnet on the back of it, and you just touch it and the light will turn on. But I didn't bother getting the battery, and that's because on the Blokees stuff I never really use the lights. Once in a while I'll turn it on, but that's about it. So I'm not gonna bother with these. And once again, it uses 2 batteries. So that's a total of 6 1.5 volt LR621 battery. Just in case you need to order some. And like I said, it took a while for me to figure out how to put these 2 together. And I actually edit a lot of this stuff out because I just kept redoing it over and over again. Until eventually I figured it was easier to just put that little piece onto the arm first and then put the barrel on it, attached it later, as you'll see coming up. So you can see I'm struggling trying to figure it out, how to put all this together. It wasn't easy, and the manual wasn't very helpful. Yeah, this was the most challenging part of the whole build, I think. Or assembly, not really a build. See, this is the way to do it. Put it in there like that. And that one goes into the back part. And this one to the front part. And that was it. Simple as that. I was doing too much mental gymnastic on that thing. And this top part, you'll see it'll pop out or pop off if I actually showed it. I might have edited them out. There you go. You can see it coming out a little bit. Here you go. See that? It comes out. And I was like, wait a minute, it came out? You could actually take it out, but then it snaps right back in. So they all come out. But it snaps back in and it's pretty tight, so you don't have to worry too much. Just be aware of that. That's pretty much all there is. We're pretty much done. And that back part, it doesn't move. Unlike the blocky stuff. Blocky stuff, you can move it forward and the antenna or the gun kind of moves around. But this one doesn't. And also the front part doesn't really move either. That little wing in the front, it doesn't really move. It moves a little bit, but not much. I mean, it looks pretty hefty. And it is pretty hefty. But to be honest, I kind of prefer the Blokees stuff. I like my Blokees. Even though this nickel figure on the Blokees was kind of cheap looking. kind of a second thought. This one, they put some thought and detail into it. So I really appreciate that. This is probably the best nickel model. I mean, it's actually silver looking. Unlike the Blokees one where it's kind of like a bluish, light bluish color. There's a lot of pieces here for this character. So as you can see, it only took me like, what, 10 minutes total? Except when I was struggling trying to piece it together, trying to figure out that the shoulder part, the joints, and the gun. But yeah, it's nice and quick build. Didn't have to clean up any nubs and whatnot, or take them out of the runners. But you know, overall, I kind of prefer building it myself. I don't really like these kinds of models where it's already been pre-built. So I don't know if I'm gonna pick up another Yolopark model. I mean, this is why I don't buy action figures, because I prefer building them myself. I have fun building it. That's why this channel is called The Builder of Things. But yeah, I just made this. I bought this just so you guys can see what Yolopark was like. And I also wanted to see what Yolopark was like. And the hinges are pretty durable and strong, so you don't have to worry about breaking them. And this nickel piece also has some heft to it. I don't know if it's a diecast, but yeah, it's got some good heft to it. And it's much bigger than the Blokees Nickel. These little touches here were really nice. Make it look more realistic. There is a lot of details to this Yolopark stuff, but like I said, it's not really my kind of thing. I think I prefer building it myself, and it's much cheaper too, because the Blokees ones was like $39, and this is like $68 or something. Yeah, to me, it's I'd rather pay for the fun of building it myself. It's a nice looking model. And the wheels, it doesn't really move all that much. It moves a little bit, but you know, you can't really do a 360 on that thing. This is a pretty good quality base here for nickel. You really need this one so he doesn't, or it doesn't fall over. I don't know if nickel's a he or she. I don't think it really matters. But yeah, it needs this thing. I mean, I appreciate Yolopark's attention to detail, trying to create a good looking model and a worn look to it. But like I said, for me, I prefer building it myself. So not sure if I'm gonna buy more of these Yolopark stuff. Oh, here, I wanted to show you the face. Just want to make sure you see the face. It's a good looking detail there. And that's pretty much it. That was a short little video. I was contemplating whether or not to do a commentary for this, but there's some stuff I want to tell you guys about. But that's pretty much it. It's a pretty good one, pretty good model if you don't mind just doing a little assembly. But like I said, I prefer building it myself, so I'll probably stick with Blokees and other model kits. And I think that's it. Alright, thank you for watching, everyone. And I'll see you on the next video. And I hope this video gets more views than the other Tarn video. If not, that's alright. I'm not gonna make any more Tarn videos for a while. Alright, see you guys later. Bye bye.